I'm your host as always, Kendra Diggs here on this Thursday, December 14th, 2018. 2018 is on its way on the close. 10 more days after this show will be 10 more days before Christmas. Hey, let's get started. We got a lot to talk about. But beforehand, let's join in that conversation right here using that hashtag Take Here on Connect. So let's get started with the big story. All right. The big story this week is it's over. Watch the clip.
The couple welcomed their first child together, a daughter named Culture, on July 10th. When E.T. spoke with CardiB in November, she praised Offset as a wonderful hands-on father.
What is Offset like as a dad? I mean, is he changing diapers?
He is changing diapers, but like I've been seeing Offset being a dad. He already has 3 kids, so I already fell in love the way that he was a dad already. I'm like, oh my God, I could have a little one with this guy. He's really good. He's really good.
Is he?
Yeah.
Do you guys want more? Are you talking about that?
Yeah, I totally want more.
How many more?
I want 2 more.
2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys working on that right now?
I mean, it could be always a hit or miss, but I don't want none right now.
Yeah.
CardiB and Offset tied the knot in a secret ceremony in September 2017, a month before the Migos rapper proposed with a giant ring on stage. The pair managed to keep their nuptials under wraps till June 2018, when CardiB revealed the news on Twitter.
CardiB took to Instagram and made that startling announcement that it's official. She and Offset are through. They are splitting up. She wants to get a divorce. He's all of a sudden mad, upset, angry, break up. They say during the holidays, people just start acting all brand new, getting ready for the new season, new year. So, I guess she had to get it out of the way and call it quits while she could. But, my question is this with CardiB. You know how this man was beforehand, and you got with him, and you knew how many kids he had, you knew his reputation, but you went along with it, and then you made it. Many people are saying it's a publicity, and she's quickly here saying it wasn't publicity. It had to be. It had to be. You just can't. It was commercialized, and CardiB took advantage of Offset. Offset, he'll be okay. He'll find another woman on the road. So he'll be okay. She'll be okay. But she kind of did it. We knew, but then we was trying to root for him, and then it just wasn't meant to be. It was the case it looked like. Well, CardiB also the next day revealed pics of this cute, adorable pic of their baby Culture. Culture come to the world. She is adorable, and Culture almost to reaching 10 million likes on Instagram. Culture, as you see right here, Culture, CardiB focusing on her career. She's been on the road. She was on CBS Sunday Morning. So CardiB kind of trying to take advantage of the situation while she can. Beat the story while ahead of it, and taking advantage of the story. So hey, that's CardiB business. And, everybody likes to be, seen and heard, and CardiB made herself seen. We're thinking about doing something when Viral come back, just doing a spot on CardiB again. Oh, and we did go back to the archives and watch Viral. Viral coming your way in January. So okay. All right. And then also she was kind of mentioned in the People's 100 list for the most influential, the Times 100 list, I meant to say, as the most influential people in the world. CardiB, President Trump, Vladimir Putin. But they said the silencers or the whisperers were the one that won it. I guess. Okay, well, they take that. All right, let's move on to our other big story. Our other big story is this.
Days after landing his dream job, being named the host of the 2019 Academy Awards, Kevin Hart announced he won't be working the gig. In a tweet overnight, he said, "I made the choice to step down from hosting this year's Oscars. This is because I do not want to be a distraction on a night that should be celebrated by so many amazing, talented artists." The popular comedian, whose star has been rocketing, landing leading roles in blockbusters like Ride Along, Central Intelligence, and Jumanji.
In or out of what?
No time for questions.
Has 66 million Instagram followers, more than the last 3 Oscar hosts combined. His record-breaking tour has him outselling rock bands like U2.
We sold a football stadium out tonight, so I need to hear that.
But this morning, Hart resigned as host after critics called out his past tweets and jokes featuring anti-gay slurs and expressing homophobic sentiments.
If I can prevent my son from being gay, I will.
In his first post to the backlash on Instagram, he says, "I'm in love with the man that I'm becoming."
Guys, I'm almost 40 years old. If you don't believe that people change, grow, evolve as they get older, I don't know what to tell you.
That defiant tone added fuel to the fire as more calls came for the Academy to axe Hart as host. Fellow comedian Billy Eichner tweeting, "A simple, authentic apology showing any bit of understanding or remorse would have been so simple." The president of the Human Rights Campaign tweeting, "You say you've grown, show us. Make amends for hurtful things you've said and affirm LGBTQ people." Hart, seemingly standing firm, went on to say on Instagram again,
So I just got a call from the Academy, and that call basically said, "Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old, or we're going to have to move on and find another host." Talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology.
Hart says he has addressed this exact issue before and had no reason to do so again.
We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stand my ground. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
But less than an hour later, Hart did apologize. "I am evolving and want to do so. My goal is to bring people together, not tear us apart. Much love and appreciation to the Academy. I hope we can meet again."
All right, comedian Kevin Hart steps down as he was announced to be the host of the Oscars. Well, amid controversy comes, stuff where Kevin Hart tweets about, resurfaced about him 10 years ago making homophobic remarks about the LGBT community, and the LGBT community didn't take lightly of them, and the Oscar officials asked Hart to apologize, and Kevin Hart said this.
I swear, man, our world is becoming beyond crazy. And I'm not going to let the craziness frustrate me or anger me, especially when I worked hard to get to the mental space that I am at now. My team calls me, "Oh my God, Kevin, the world is upset about tweets you did years ago." Oh my God. Guys, I'm almost 40 years old. If you don't believe that people change, grow, evolve as they get older, I don't know what to tell you. If you want to hold people in a position where they always have to justify or explain their past, then do you. I'm the wrong guy, man. I'm in a great place, a great mature place, where all I do is spread positivity. If you're not doing that, you're not on my page.
Hart refused to apologize because he said he apologized before, but the pressure even got worse as he did this.
So I just got a call from the Academy, and that call basically said, "Kevin, apologize for your tweets of old, or we're going to have to move on and find another host." Talking about the tweets from 2009, 2010. I chose to pass. I passed on the apology. The reason why I passed is because I've addressed this several times. This is not the first time this has come up. I've addressed it. I've spoken on it. I've said where the rights and wrongs were. I've said who I am now versus who I was then. I've done it. I've done it. I'm not going to continue to go back and tap into the days of old when I moved on and I'm in a completely different space in my life. The same energy that went into finding those old tweets could be the same energy put into finding the response to the questions that have been asked years after years after years. We feed in the internet trolls and we reward them. I'm not going to do it, man. I'm going to be me. I'm going to stand my ground. Regardless, Academy, I'm thankful and appreciative of the opportunity. If it goes away, no harm, no foul.
Yeah. Kevin Hart was slated to be the host of the Oscars. He would have made a great host. He would have filled the room up with laughter, joy, and emotion. But I guess at that inconvenience of him making that announcement. You know, it's trolls everywhere, and they searching and searching. They probably do. But you know, one thing, if they can't find a host, and there's been rumors that the Oscars may not have a host. Hey, you got people like Busy Phillips right here that says she's available, she can make room. Hell, what about me? I can host the Academy Awards. Why not? A upstart, you know, satire, or better yet, get Trevor Noah. He's been good. Get him. They want to say The Rock, Ellen. The Rock got too many commitments. I think WrestleMania season coming for him, but I don't know if he can be able to do it. Even Ellen too. I don't know their busy schedules. But hey, I'm still available. Busy's still available. But seriously, I would say Trevor Noah, because Trevor Noah knows he's up there with Kevin Hart. He's younger. Hey, once I get my status and stuff like that growing, they'll consider me, and I could be the host of the Oscars one day. Cause hell, I know the film, TV industry from the back of my hand, right here, back of my hand and back of my head. Hey, don't be surprised, Oscars. Call me. Okay. But seriously, Kevin Hart, you know, even Wendy Williams on her show had this to say.
Well, I appreciated him standing his ground, but he should have apologized to the LGBT community after he quit the show, because not everybody knew about, you know, what you said years ago on Twitter. What they know about is this fresh stuff, so we needed a fresh apology, I would imagine. Should he have apologized? Yes. Yeah, but if that's the way he feels, then that's the way he feels. He did not apologize. I predicted this. You know, he could get booed, you know, by the LGBT community. He could get protested all outside. He can't walk the red carpet. He can't, I mean, like, he's gonna be the most haunted man and distraction of the night. Why do they even have hosts at the Oscars? Like, why?
Wow, Wendy Williams kind of like saying Kevin Hart should apologize because LGBT, you got to keep apologizing. If the man apologized, he got to keep apologizing again and again and over again. What does he get out of it? He just apologized. What do you want? Y'all want to go right here and crucify the man. The man done enough. But he had his friend, his best friend, one of his friends, Nick Cannon, coming to his defense and said this. Yeah, Nick Cannon tweeted that saying, hey, don't give him flack. You got to give other folks flack. You're going to put them in consideration. I think now these days, we live in a time of sensitivity where you can't be racist, you can't be homophobic, you can't show sexism, all this stuff, even religion, creed. So, hey, if you know you're going to say nasty, vile things, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom and like my grandma and all, you just say, if you're going to say something bad about somebody, don't say it at all. So think about what you say. Think about what you tweet, because it can come back and bite you in you know what. All right. In celebrity news, media mogul Tyler Perry does a honest and giving thing. And he shows his random act of kindness with this.
So I was trying to do this anonymously, but due to some circumstances, y'all know how nothing stays secret these days. So I just wanted to go ahead and tell you, if you have a layaway at the Walmart at 844 Cleveland Avenue in East Point, Georgia, in Atlanta, or if you have a layaway at the Walmart at 7001 Concourse Parkway in Douglasville, Georgia, if you have a layaway at either place, and it was in there as of 9:30 this morning, it was already in layaway before 9:30 this morning, I have paid for all of your layaways for Christmas. So Merry Christmas to everybody. You got to go into the Walmart, get your layaway, pay a penny, 1 penny, and you get your layaway. I know it's hard times. A lot of people are struggling. I'm just really, really grateful to be able to be in a position to do this. So God bless you. Go get your stuff. Merry Christmas.
What a nice way for Tyler Perry to give back to his community of Atlanta. And went to 2 Walmart stores in Atlanta, near one close when you going to Atlanta, Douglasville, and another one. And let's get remarks from people that got their layaways paid by Tyler Perry. Watch this.
Thank you so much, Tyler Perry. It's a very big blessing. Tyler Perry, you blessed our family. I thank you and I thank God for you.
Tyler Perry, God bless you, and we love you in Atlanta. Don't even know me from Adam's house cat. Not yet, anyway. Let me tell y'all one thing. God is going to surprise you. First of all, I want to thank Mr. Tyler Perry for being a blessing to my family. My daughter's a single parent, and it's not easy for those single parents out there. So I'm not going to preach to the world and leave my own children out. But let me tell you, I was blessed to be able to bless my single parent daughter. But at any rate, what a blessing it is for Mr. Tyler Perry to...
Like I've never been more appreciative of anything in my life.
Big set for the girls. It's for the kids anyway, so we very appreciative.
And I was blessed, honestly. Didn't expect it.
Now we will have to decide, do we want to go and get our layaway or get our car fixed? And then it's around our rent time. Blessed.
This is a Christmas miracle. This is a Christmas miracle blessing, and we got to bless somebody else. Somebody blessed us, you got to bless somebody else.
Right. Okay, I can say that Tyler Perry does give back more ways than one. So, bigs up to Tyler Perry on this. And Tyler Perry was the only person, as this gentleman came up on the phone and said, hey, he was inspired to do this with Tyler Perry.
Hey, y'all, listen, check this out. Tyler Perry inspired me so much yesterday. He went into 2 Walmarts and he purchased everybody layaways. And I put on my Facebook, I said, one day I will be able to do this. Then I thought about it. I said, guess what? The Lord has been faithful to me and my wife and my baby. Guess what? We can do it today. So today we've been at Walmart and we've blessed a total of 4 people already. We just paying out layaways. Why? Because the Lord is faithful and it's the most wonderful time of the year. God bless you.
There you go. Lead by example. And Tyler Perry does that. He led by example. So I can appreciate this gentleman right here saying, hey, he want to follow Tyler Perry's footsteps and give back to many people who's unfortunate. And also Kid Rock, the rock singer, gave back to his Nashville community because at a local Walmart and nearby him. So, hey, the season of giving is here, and what a way for that, because you got kids that's disadvantaged and they might not have the things like other kids have, but at least they can at least have a Christmas to say that somebody thought of them. And Christmas to me is not about you, it's about the Lord, and it's about the kids, because the kids be instilled with the Lord, and the Lord can instill with the kids to do right and honest things. So I admire Tyler Perry on that. And maybe one day we might do that one day on Connect. Hopefully if we do start gaining some capital, we can, next year we'll give back in more ways than one, like Tyler Perry has. And so bigs up to Tyler Perry, bigs up to the people who got the layaway pay, bigs up to Kid Rock, and bigs up to that dude that paid for it. So that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right. Speaking of that, former Destiny's Child singer Michelle Williams calls it quits with her fiance Chad. Well, everybody felt like it was a show, but I felt like CardiB too, in a way too. Like, was this show a convenience, or was this relationship a convenience for them? Let's hear what Wendy Williams had to say. Watch this.
It didn't work out. #Fearless, which, by the way, is the name of her new song. Fearless. It's gospel-y. Well, I did predict this. Honey.
Williams saw through it. She said it wasn't gonna last, and unfortunately, it wasn't gonna last. So hey, yeah, what it is. People outgrow each other. So it happens. It happens. All right. Speaking of a couple that tries not to outgrow each other. One tries to not outgrow, the other one you can just a little bit tell he just wants to move on, but he can't. Is Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade. They sat down with the Queen of Talk, Oprah Winfrey, and talk about her current struggles of infertility and having a surrogate to give birth to their child. Watch this.
Gabrielle Union are opening up to Oprah Winfrey about the newest addition to their family.
After so many years of trying, you're finally a mother at 46.
Yeah. It looked exactly as it is. I saw motherhood and parenthood with very realistic eyes. It looked hard.
The couple, sitting down for an interview airing on the OWN network, shares how Gabrielle suffered 9 miscarriages before finally turning to surrogacy to welcome baby Kavya.
Was there a time where you wanted to, obviously, before even 8 or 9, just give up?
No.
It came to a point where, I started to feel a certain way about that because I didn't want something to happen to her. And it was getting dangerous, See, we were trying so much and so many things and so many different methods, and it was getting dangerous and I was getting nervous.
Gabrielle telling Robin Roberts last year about the shame she felt after her first pregnancy loss.
Just is so devastating, but you're also filled with such shame because we told people. And then having to call all those people and say, sorry.
The couple sharing that their choice to use a surrogate sparked some painful comments.
I think for me, the most hurtful thing was once we had our baby and everyone started to talk about why is she in the bed holding a baby, why she got a gown on, why she acting like she just had the baby. And it's like, once again, people are uneducated on the process.
The Miami Heat star also talking about how he missed 7 NBA games while out on paternity leave.
You made that decision, why?
Even having a surrogate carry our baby, I wasn't there to be able to be like, hey, baby, daddy's here.
Yeah.
To have these conversations so she can hear me, right? So we can sing to her, so we can read to her. So this connection that we both needed, it had to happen right away. And for me, it was like, you know what? I've always done things my way. And they expect my wife to take off, right?
Yeah.
Why not expect me to take off as well? We're parents, and we're doing this together. It's no, she do this, I do this. No, we do this together. So,
Gabrielle Union, she's a good actress. Gabrielle, and Dwayne Wade, he's a good NBA player. He's set to retire after this season. But you can tell by the way of her, she's more clingy. She's clingy. She's so clingy. Relax, Gabrielle Union. You can tell by Dwayne Wade's attitude that he does not want to be here. He wants to do other things. He wants to play basketball, do something else. He just trying to make her happy and please her, and please her. And she kind of like too clingy. And then there was rumor and reports that she, before the interview, she told the staff, Oprah staff, to get vaccination shot. I wondered did she tell Oprah Winfrey that she needs some vaccination shot as well. Bet she didn't tell that, she a clingy ass. But you can tell about Dwayne Wade that he's not interested. He just want to get away. He just ain't trying to keep her happy. Cause she kind of like she's over the hill, overrated. Sometimes we get it, but then she felt like, and I get that need too, that she wanted to be a mom, but then she had too many failed relationships, failed marriages, and then she found this marriage with Dwayne Wade. But at the same time, it's not, it's just not me. It's just like she's putting on for something. And you can just tell by the look what she wearing. But hey, Dwayne Wade, keep your head up, bro. Keep your head up because she just too much. Speaking of somebody else that's too much, Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas have celebrated our newlyweds now and enjoying wedded bliss. But the magazine The Cut in India reported that Priyanka Chopra is a bridezilla. You won't believe how. Watch this.
Why would anyone go after Nick Jonas and Priyanka Chopra and her 75-foot veil? Look at this headline. Is Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas's love for real? The article posted on New York Magazine's The Cut website actually says Nicholas Jonas married into a fraudulent relationship against his will. The article suggested that Priyanka and her team targeted the singer because of his fame. All Nick wanted was a possible fling with Hollywood's latest it woman, but instead he wound up staring straight at a life sentence with a global scam artist. Backlash over the article is fast and furious. Nick's brother Joe called it disgusting. The Cut should be ashamed to have someone write such evil words. Joe's fiancée, Game of Thrones actress Sophie Turner, was also outraged. Wildly inappropriate and totally disgusting. Very disappointed that The Cut would give anyone a platform to spew such bull blank. Following the international blowback, the article was taken down and replaced with an apology. We're sorry, the whole piece missed the mark. There is no good explanation for this other than human error and poor judgment.
It's just, I think women at a certain particular age, when you're 40, over 40 something, and you ain't been married by now, going to your 50s, like every reunion, you get so clingy that you want to just go by the way. You don't want to go to the wayside, but you want to just, you know, keep yourself tight and stuff like that. But hey, and many people say this ain't gonna work, but let's see what Nick Jonas said. Nick Jonas was the one that initiated the relationship. He might. Okay, well, we'll see how this goes. All right. On talk shows this week. On The View, the host outgoing representative Mia Love. Mia Love. You remember her? Remember last week we talked about her being belittled by President Trump, and President Trump felt the need to say she was going to be leaving, but it was reports that she lost her seat, but now it was just she gained her seat, but she officially lost her seat to a Democrat man. So as we told you last week, but here's what Mia Love had to say about Donald Trump. Take a look.
I was surprised because, I thought we had a good working relationship. I didn't think that, I was supposed to just completely walk in lockstep. That wasn't my job. My job was to represent the people that sent me there to represent them. And so I found it really interesting, but I thought that comment really reflected a lot of the issues that I said when it comes to reaching out to minority communities, is that they need to feel like it's more than just transactional. They need to feel like there's a relationship there. And I kind of felt like when he thought the race was over, even though it wasn't, we were still 2 weeks into counting or going into counting, that it was just, he thought he didn't need me anymore. So he kind of said, well, I don't need her, so we'll just go ahead and throw her under the bus.
But he said Mia Love lost because
hey, Mia Love, that's how it be when you being a Republican. Hey, it's two different philosophies. Your philosophy is different from his, because he's from a New York City mindset, and you from somewhere in a state that's considered Mormon. So, you put the two together and you go from there. You go from there. You go from there and you see how far that goes. But Mia Love, like, man, I should have embraced him, but hey, he was right on it. He was right. He said you weren't gonna win, and you didn't win. Then you come back saying you won, but you didn't. So alright. Yeah, what it is. And then he got beat by a white dude. So hey, the voters chose him over you, and he was a Democrat. So yeah, what it is. Alright, on Good Morning America, former NFL great Tiki Barber appeared on the show and chatted with his former teammate Max Strahan as they talk about Tiki Barber being in Broadway and wearing these. Wow, Tiki Barber wearing Kiki boots on the Good Morning America show. I'm kind of You know what I'm saying? You said you doing it for your daughter, but you wearing these boots so comfortably that people in New York City, oh my God. If that's what they do and they advocate for that, so be it. But wearing it on TV like that, it used to be a football player. Now these days it don't matter. It just don't matter. Everything just coming out in the open and you know what I'm saying? It just real. Like, you wearing red boots. What's next? You gonna be wearing your wig? You gonna be wearing you might well wear your wig, your makeup, your lipstick. Get yourself in character. You're gonna wear the boots. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna have to do it all the way. All the way. All right. Right. All right. Let's go on to the next thing. All right, on Sister Circle, the host of the show try to promote and sell morningsave.com. And you won't believe the worst promotion they try to do. Watch this.
It is $399 it may cost us, okay? But with our Sister Circle savings, you can pay what they got. Only what? $29.
It's travel. I'm gonna say $290.
Okay,
right. But with our Sister Circle savings, you are only paying.
Guess what?
What? $15.
I don't understand how they do it.
I know.
I don't understand how they do it.
That's a discount of 95% thanks to our friends at morningsave.com. Don't forget you can shop right now from your smartphone. Lena.
My God, we got it all going on.
Yes, we do.
Happy holiday discount for my friends at Morningsave Quiet. It's like you say, child, I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they got it all going on. Well,
Yes.
we love it and we appreciate your business. Okay.
Hey, look here. I have right here this cooling towel right here. So if you want to buy this cooling towel, you can. Right here, it keeps you dry, it keeps you moist, it keeps you not losing your cool. We got that. Also, we got this thing right here, this earphone. So if you like earphones right here, you can listen to it. You don't have to be no distraction, no disturbance, stuff like that. And lastly, I forgot this here, where you can have this air freshener and you can freshen out everything, even the stinky garbage, or even when you take a deposit. The possibilities are endless. Call 1-800-WHO-CARES. Oh man, who really don't care? Man, I love this show.
John Kelly will be leaving, but I don't know if I can say retiring, but he's a great guy. John Kelly will be leaving at the end of the year. We'll be announcing who will be taking John's place. It might be on an interim basis. I'll be announcing that over the next day or two.
President Trump announced that he's getting rid of John Kelly, his longtime chief of staff, who's been there for a year. Man, this is like a revolving door. It's just a revolving door. And the hits keeps on coming as the president and his vice president, Prince, sat down with Democrat leader Nancy Pelosi and Doug and Chuck Schumer to talk about the government shutdown, and Trump said this.
In oh so brief, the president talked about working with Democrats, but then his border wall.
And then we have the easy one, the wall. That'll be the one that will be the easiest of all. What do you think, Chuck? Maybe not?
It's called funding the government, Mr. President.
So we're going to see, but I will tell you the wall will get built. We'll see what happens. Tremendous amounts of wall have already been built.
Tremendous amounts? According to the Department of Homeland Security, they've actually only repaired or replaced some 31 miles of fence that already existed. Now the president wants Congress to pass $5 billion for his border wall by next week, or he'll shut the government down.
I think American people recognize that we must keep government open, that a shutdown is not worth anything, and that you should not have a Trump shutdown. You have the White House, the Trump shutdown. You have the White House, you have the Senate, you have the House of Representatives.
Pelosi's message to Trump on the wall: you don't have the votes.
But there are no votes in the House, a majority of votes, for a wall, no matter where you start.
Exactly right. You don't have
If I needed the votes for the wall in the House, I would have them in one session. It would be done.
Go do it.
It doesn't help because we need 10 Democrats in the Senate.
The fact is, you do not have the votes in the House.
Nancy, I do.
The argument playing out before the cameras.
This is the most unfortunate thing. We came in here in good faith, and we're entering into this kind of a discussion in the public view.
But it's not bad, Nancy.
It's
called transparency.
Finally, Schumer forcing the issue.
20 times you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wall. None of us have said.
You want to know something?
You've said
it. Okay, you want to put that on
You
my...
said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And
We
I am
disagree.
proud, and I'll
We
tell you
disagree.
what, I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck. I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it.
Afterwards, I asked Pelosi if the contentious meeting was a sign of things to come.
Given what we saw in there, the bickering, the back and forth, what does this say about your ability to work with this president over the next 2 years?
Well, I told the president, as I've said over and over again, this new Congress will be something different from the Congress we have now.
Is this CNN or what? Yeah, you got the president and his vice president, and the president taking jabs at the Democrat leaders, talking about he gonna shut the government down, he don't get what he wants, and they saying they want to work some solution, and he ain't buying it. He ain't. Man, that's a show right there that needs to be on CNN. Government talk with President Donald Trump and Vice President Mike Pence. Let's go right now. But man, everybody's leaving the president's circle. It just he can't. I guess he's losing his mind. I guess. All right. Speaking of that, in the meantime, former FBI Director James Comey was back on the headlines, and he said this.
For Congress, that she had to come over and tell the White House that Mike Flynn was a potential target for blackmail because the Russians knew the truth. Why wouldn't Donald Trump be a similar target for blackmail if until 2 weeks ago, the Russians knew more than we did about Donald Trump's interest in doing business in Moscow?
I'm going to be a little careful with you here because I don't want to talk about things I know from the investigation, from the election to when I was fired. It's obviously a concern about any public official if there's significant information that would expose them to embarrassment or to liability that a foreign adversary knows. Those are leverage points. It's the reason we told him about the prostitute business. We didn't know whether it was true or not, and frankly didn't really care, except we wanted to do a defensive briefing. So in case there's something to it, we undermine the adversary's ability to use it as leverage by telling the person who might be blackmailed, look, the FBI knows all about this.
Right. He personally do not want to remove Trump, but he feels that Trump needs to go. You know, sometimes you do you want the public to vote, but then he don't want Trump to be impeached to say he didn't finish his term. It don't matter. Some people want him impeached. Ask Maxine Waters. She said she'll take him out tonight. And you got some right here that got axes to grind for getting him up there, and he just like, hey, it is what it is. It's just some people. One thing about President Trump is some people love him, some people hate him, but some people feel some type of way. You're gonna feel strongly right in the middle. So remember that quote I told you. But President was not shy. He took to Twitter and said this about Comey. So hey, he don't care what James Comey say. So he gonna do what he want to do. All right. Remember last week the nation had honored President George W. Bush during his state funeral. Every president alive, all living presidents, including the current president, were there. Well, as you see this photograph right here, you can tell by the look on Michelle Obama's face that the look told the whole entire story. Remember, Michelle Obama wrote that book because President Trump had that remark to say about Barack Obama, and then you can tell right here the president's former challenger, Hillary Clinton, she didn't want to look at him. It's just kind of like they know what he's all about. They don't want to deal with him. They have to be cordial. So I get that, but then again, it's just, you can tell they can be nasty. Michelle that Michelle sing, I'm saying I'm nasty. But you can that look right there, you can cut it with a knife. You can cut it with a knife. The tension was there. You can cut it in there. But hey, it is what it is. All right, on news this week. Okay, remember this?
He's the state trooper who escaped death after a car catapulted him into the air, and now he's speaking out. Mithil Patel was investigating an accident scene on I-95 in Hope Sound, Florida, when a black Audi came out of nowhere, spinning out of control. All the trooper's instincts kick in. Watch as he pushes a guy out of the way before being struck and flipped into the air. Today, the trooper was in good spirits, making light of the terrifying moment he went airborne.
I did not land perfect, unfortunately. Didn't get a 10, but I got a 0 on that one. I got to practice more often, I guess, at home.
You heard the car boom, and the car spinning, and 1 minute you see it, it just pushed me away. Then you stay in front of the car.
65-year-old Ronnie Botex says the trooper is a hero for saving his life.
Only one thing I remember, when he pushed me, the car still spinning, he was on the floor. I said, no.
And it was an emotional reunion as the two men embraced.
Whoa! Remember that dude? He was a state trooper. He got literally plowed by a car. Well, the dude lived to tell the story. Watch this. Oh, the state trooper, thank God he's okay. He's all right. He don't have to deal with that hurt no more. But he gonna have to be more careful, more observant now these days, because these troopers don't care. I'm telling you, they don't care. They don't. These drivers don't care about troopers. They just drives off. But hey, it is what it is. And also, did you see this? Okay, Grandma tried to get her purse from that crook, and that crook tried to steal from Grandma while she was sitting at McDonald's. Grandma almost got driven away. You know, they say Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. Grandma got ran over by a white dude that's trying to get some crack. Really? He wants some crack so bad, he could have made his own incident. But that's crazy. He came in Walmart. He had to know, because he just wouldn't come up there and just steal her purse like that. Come on, I want for some crack. Hey, people do anything for a crazy bad habit. Telling you. And breaking news right now. Breaking news. James Alex Fields Jr. Remember the dude that drove over the protest in Charleston when the protest? Well, he has been sentenced for life in prison for and then plus 419 years. Well, he could have been sentenced for life, and that would be it. Absorb all those charges and say, hey, you ain't never coming out. You gonna stay in the pokey forever. So Hey, James Wood gonna stay in the pokey for the rest of his life. Oh, I wanna be out. That's what you did, that hateful crime. Speed over them people, trying to kill those people, run through those people. You deserve to go to the pokey. You deserve it. So, James going to the pokey. And finally on news is as you see this Baskin Robbins person try to go and steal money, and he only stole $6. Well, dude, if you wanted some money, all you could just did just ask, hey, anybody got $6 up in here so I can get me some ice cream? That's what he really wanted. Or they could have just said, hey, dude. That's why I said people now these days, they crazy. They crazy. I'm telling you, they crazy. They crazy than a spoon. But hey, ear way ear. All right, on the reality show Clip Down, Portia Williams on the Real Housewives of Atlanta reveals her secret to her boyfriend. Watch this.
With his birthday present, let's take a look. Wow. It's your birthday.
I'm pregnant.
Oh. Yo. For real. Oh, bro.
Look, man. Stop, baby. Oh. I love you.
Yeah, Portia is expecting her first kid, and the dude didn't get the hint the first time nor the second time. When they give you baby shoes, come on, a girl give you baby shoes, she's telling you she's adding the family to the mix. Come on, dude, you didn't catch up to the memo that quick. Come on. And then the second one was a onesie, and he still didn't get. He like, what's going? Come on, dude. When a onesie and a shoe right there tells you right there, you expecting a kid. Come on. I used to always do that at the but at the I used to work at a different previous employment. People come in with those onesies and dude, come on. And then he talking about Candy got paid. Yeah, dude, you got paid too, but you crazy. You crazy. You couldn't pick up those hints, those signs. Come on. Portia just find any dude that she could get with. Just telling you. All right, and finally, the viral video of the week. All right, here's Miss Rudolph coming down her sleigh. Wow, she just doing the most. Jipping and dancing and acting like her sleigh. She had like a reindeer. She's being too extra for the holidays already. Oh, Lord. The holiday season is here and is upon us. All right. That does it for the take. Hey, we're going to come back next week. This is going to be our last tape of the year. You do not want to miss it. I've been your host, Kenny Diggs, saying so long. We'll see you next time here on The Tape.
Hush! You talk too much. Homegirl, you never shut up. Goddamn!